What the hell? Well, this was actually a really good movie. A Quiet Place. It's a horror film about a family trying to survive in an apocalyptic scenario where basically the entire world has been overrun by giant monsters that hunt exclusively through sound. Now, it does have one very huge gaping flaw that prevents it from being a great movie, but thankfully it does compensate for this by being a very well made film. Now, the concept in of itself is very interesting, and the design for the monsters aren't actually too bad. And unlike in The Ritual, they don't actually lose their, well, fear factor once we know and see what they are. And the characters that are being portrayed, the actors do a fantastic job given that there's almost no spoken dialogue in the film. I'm serious. Almost all dialogue is conveyed through sign language and subtitles, which if you're someone who hates reading, I guess you'd count that as a flaw against the film. And the actors give great performances, and the few times where there is dialogue, there is some genuine emotion behind their delivery. And you don't think of them as actors, you legit think, whoa, these are some real characters having a real conversation. I'll be damned. And of course, thanks to the setup of the monsters hunting exclusively through sound, and they have to remain as quiet as possible, it's also interesting to see all the ingenious ways the characters try to skirt around this in order to get things done. Like in the fishing scene, that does establish that the monsters, well, they'll stay away from constant loud noises because they're smart enough to distinguish between what is being made by prey and what's just ambience. And don't worry if you're not a fan of CGI, because the effects used to render the monsters look fantastic. They're 100% believable in every scene they're in, and at no point are they actually like Superman's mouth in Justice League, even though I didn't really notice that. So there are plenty of moments that you will sincerely believe are real, because there are no bad effects here. But now would be a good time to bring up the one gaping flaw this movie has. It's badly written. Like, no joke, as you're watching it, you'll begin to realize, hang on, that doesn't make sense, or that goes against what they said earlier. I mean, for instance, there's a scene where this kid is driving a ute in reverse, and yet the noise of it driving doesn't attract any of the monsters. We only see one, yet it's established there's 3 in the area, and there's just a whole bunch of other flaws that just don't make sense, really, when you think about it. If you're looking for a good horror movie and willing to forgive some flaws in the writing that, at the very least, aren't as bad as the ones in The Last Jedi, then A Quiet Place is for you. It's genuinely scary, you'll be on the edge of your seat in some scenes, and you will be pulled out of it sometimes when you realise some stuff doesn't make sense, but ultimately it's forgivable and worth a look at the absolute least. Hey, thanks for checking out the video, I really do appreciate it, and if you really enjoyed the review, then also feel free to like, favourite, and of course, subscribe. Now for the next movie review, it is going to be on Infinity War, and I've also got part 2 of Final Fantasy XV's review coming soon as well, but I'm also going to have a review of Warmind, the new expansion for Destiny 2. Sorry about the delay with this one, I've just been kind of distracted by a lot of stuff going on lately, and that might be the case with the Infinity War review as well, but I'll try to get it out sooner than later, trust me on that. Anyway, I got all that and more coming up, so stick around.